And welcome to literally nothing, or I guess it's called nothing, but it's just literally nothing. And I won't be doing anything this stream. I usually do something, try to be entertaining in some way, but today I want to be lazy, I guess, and be bored. I hear being bored is good. So, here I am. Just chilling. Being bored. And anyone who comes will be bored with me. Have fun. Isn't this exciting? Just sitting here, looking at this number go up. Hi, nice, look. We're already at 1 minute. We have been doing absolutely nothing for an entire minute. Can you believe this? What an achievement. I just thought of something. It would be really sad if we make it to like 10 hours. Then the mouse moves somehow and then we just do something by accident. That'd be so sad. But that won't happen. Because we're doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. For forever, basically. We will sit here until the sun explodes. Doing nothing. At least we have some nice beats to keep us to eternity. Yes, to accompany us. Accompany us. Yes, accompany. To accompany us to eternity. When I say this sentence, this doesn't sound right for some reason. How strange. Accompany. To accompany us to eternity. There we go. Did it right that time. It's not nice to be able to speak properly. How often does this happen when you just can't speak properly? It's always like a pet peeve, but sometimes it's funny. Like I remember especially when I was really young, I couldn't speak properly at all. I used to mess up like every 10th word. Like pastrami or something. There's always a mistake somewhere. It's like when you really want to say what you want to say and it just doesn't come out. But you know what's cool though? When that happens, but then they still understand you. That's the nice part about it. No matter how badly you speak, sometimes people can just still understand you somehow or another. And you can understand them. And it's like, you can be saying blah 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 blah. Because you can't speak properly, then boom, they understand you. It's like, what the heck? And then you make your day. It makes your day. And you're happy. Because they understood your nonsense. Well, my nonsense. And then it works out well. At least I think so. Do you guys like my face I made? I made the face for the thumbnail. The 2 dots on a line. Probably my best artistic design ever in my entire life and will ever be. I don't think I'll ever get any better than that. That's my peak dot line. I'll never be able to improve on that face. It's like even 10 years down the line, I'm going to be using that face. Because it's perfect. There's nothing that needs to be changed about it. Nothing that needs to be added. It just is good. Just the way it is. Anyone that thinks otherwise is wrong. Completely and utterly wrong. Obviously. I also made some other faces on the side. I labeled them with names. Probably hard to see from back here. It's a little small, but it's there. So you can't say I didn't do it. I just didn't do it well. Completely different issue. I added the face below it, and the face. All the faces. Well, I guess they're more like mouths, but they make up a face. My favorite one is the third one to the left. I love smug faces so much. They're my favorite kind of face. And just you know, you can have a favorite and not have it be your best. Just because it's your best, it doesn't mean it has to be your favorite. It could be your favorite, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have to be. And look at me being all philosophical. I'm philosophicallys. Yeah. Honestly, I said philosophically, it's not to sound cool, even though it does sound nice and I'm kind of funny. I just forgot his name. do 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 do. This music is great. Oh look, 7 minutes in. Just like 99,99999 infinity more years to go. And then we'll be done with the stream. We'll have done nothing for long enough. What's your record of doing nothing? Do you have a good record of nothingness? I like to think I'm the best at nothing. Eight minutes. New record. Oh, that reminds me. Did you know that there's only one person who's the best at being the oldest? But that person's also was the worst at being the oldest? And yes, I did copy that from someone I heard about. But I'm gonna add something to it. The person who is the oldest ever, technically, no matter how old they were, even how impossible it could be, are never guaranteed to be able to hold that record. And I think that goes for almost any record. No matter how impossible something may seem to be broken, there's always some way, eventually, and with enough time, it will be. Like there's this one quote I remember that's really good, I like it so much. I think it went along something of the lines. It went along the lines of something like this. Forever, no, in infinities, or in the realm of infinities. I'm like, let's say it like this. In the realm of, in absolute, no. I also say it like this. In the realm of absolute, no. In the realm of infinity. Let's just say it. Let's just simplify it. When you have infinite time, improbable is just eventual, waiting its turn. No, it's guaranteed, just waiting its turn. No. Definite? Man, I've only seen this quote once. I have to watch it again. Can you go watch it? It's like I believe it's Markiplier's first in space with Markiplier video. And it's like the very title screen of it. Could you watch it and then like post it in chat so I can see? I can't remember the quote for the life of me. Ugh. I can't remember the quote for the life of me. Nice, I would die if I was forced to remember the quote. No chance of survival. Alright, there we go. 11 minutes. Should I count with it? I mean, I don't think anyone can really stop me if I wanted to. So why not, I guess? Let's see. It is at 11 in the 60s. So 60 times, let's do 60 times 10, which is 600 times 660. So 700, 708, 709, 710, 711, 12, 13, okay, no, that's not gonna work. I can't count fast enough. My brain can't process numbers quick enough. Okay, let's go. 12 minutes 8, 12 minutes 9, 12 minutes 10, 12 minutes 11, 12 minutes 12, 12 minutes 13, 12 minutes 14, 12, 15, 12, 17, 12, 18, 12, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm out of breath. Man, you know, I never knew nothing could be so enjoyable. I'm having more fun than a lot of games I've played lately. It's like a really good game, actually. So, do this, do that, fetch this item, go get that item. Spend an hour looking at nothing. Well, I guess looking at stuff that means nothing. I guess that's all it is. Like, a lot of games are just fetch quests that feel like nothing. Like, they feed you something that feels like nothing. This game just feeds you nothing that feels like nothing. So, like, imagine a game where it actually does the stuff it wants you to do in a way that it feels like it's doing it, instead of it feeling like something else entirely. Like, there was this one game I played that it wanted you to basically do a quest where you would be like an entertainer for like 10 minutes. And it actually took over your character when you accepted the quest and had you entertain for 10 minutes. It did exactly what it said it was going to do. You weren't doing this fresh quest that did this and that that felt like nothing. And that it just did nothing, like you did nothing, and the game actually just did it. So it actually did what it said it was gonna do, instead of it end up feeling like nothing. And I think that's one of the best game experiences you can have. A game where it does what you want it to do, or what it says it's gonna do, and it actually does it. And this is one of those games. This game is actually one of the best games in existence because it does exactly what it says set out to do. Nothing. And we've been doing nothing for 15 minutes. The best gameplay loop I've ever seen in my entire life, right here. Could never peak from this point. It could not get better than this. There is no AAA game that can improve on this concept. As a concept, this is peak. Absolute peak. It is nothing, but it is everything that I want in a game. Literally everything I could ever want, right here. Time to hydrate. Hydrate complete. I guess I could say hydration complete. That sounds better. You know what's the funnest thing for me when I go to a restaurant? Is getting those straws with the paper around them and just like playing with it and fidgeting with it. You can make it into like anything. It has enough strength to withstand being like tied up and like shaped into anything, and it's very flexible. I actually have one right next to me. Can you hear it? This has turned into SMR. What is it? ASMR? ARMS? ASMR. I think that's it. ASMR. Yeah, that sounds right. This has turned into an ASMR stream with me, your host, Hingo. Or Hingos, Hingies, whatever you like more. Hing, hang, hong, o's, goes, whatever you like. It's ASMR time. Da-da-da. Alright, ASMR done. I wonder, should I actually do an ASMR stream some point? At some point? I guess I could. It would be easy content. I don't have to think about anything, just make noise. At a very specific pace, at a very specific noise level. But honestly, in a way it sounds quiet. You know, that's the interesting thing with ASMR. It sounds quiet, but it's actually one of the noisiest types of like relaxation. If you think about it, I feel like there's a lot of ASMR, like a lot of things are happening at the same time. Like a lot of noises are happening. You hear stuff. So it's not one of the noisiest things, but it's like one of those annoying, not annoying, sorry. One of the most noisy, relaxing experiences. Like listening to the water or listening to raindrops. Wait, I thought it was the same way? In a way, there's usually less going on. Well, actually not necessarily, because sometimes when the rain drops, you hear thunder. And when you hear waves crashing, you hear seagulls. So is it immersion that makes us relaxed? And not not the noise itself, but feeling immersed? That makes you feel relaxed? And is that why video games make us so relaxed? Even when they feel stressful? Because you feel immersed. Is that a possibility? Does that mean it doesn't matter what you do in life as long as it feels immersive in some way? That you can have a relaxing life? No matter how weird it may be to be relaxing? Is that why things and experiences can be so different for so many people? Because it's not about the idea of relaxation that can make you relaxed alone? Is it far more in depth? In depth. I keep going off. How do I stop the th? In depth. Nope. Isn't depth just like you have to say th within depth? Let's see. In depth. Yes, you have to go to th. You can't not say the th when you say in depth. Try it, please. Say in chat, put 1 in chat if you can actually go in depth without doing the th and still sounding this right. In depth. In depth. No. In depth. In depth. In depth. Yeah, I can't do it. I have to put the. Huh. What was I talking about? I feel like it was very philosophical and very, very good. I can't remember, so I'll move on. Let's see. What number from 1 to 10? Let's say from 0. Now, how far back could you go when you're going to count from a blank to a blank when it comes to numbers? Do you start at 1? Do you start at 0? Do you start at -1? -2? Because technically you're going back, so how far back is back enough? Because when you think about it, when you go to 0, you're not really going back, you're going to center. But is 0 the center? It depends how you count the numbers. But for this case, let's just call it the center, yes. So then, when you count to 2, you're going up. But when you go to 0, you're not going down. You're going to center. But could you go down to go to center in other situations? Yeah. Like, if you're falling to the core of the earth. You're going to center, but you're also going down. Right? So then if you're going up, you don't have to say you're going up. You could say you're going away from center. So then a positive number is not you going up, it's you move farther away from the center. And then going down is where you're going farther away from the center as well. So then a unit of 1, 2, 3, 4 is the same as unit of 1, 2, 3, 4 negative. The negative versions. And that's why math works. Because they're not different. They're exactly the same. They're just labeled as different. So depending on how well you see it, going up from center is going up from center no matter what direction you put it as or what you label it as. So a negative really isn't a negative and a positive isn't a positive. It's just movement away from the center. So you're never actually going positive or negative, you're just going. You're labeling as positive or negative in reference to what you already assigned to it as a direction. But technically there is no positive, negative, or any other direction on a graph. Or in like our surroundings. Because a graph is a representation of our surroundings. So if you really think about it, negative and positive are just labels. And all you're doing is moving. In direction. No, not even in direction, just moving. You're just moving. Away from center. And we just need to label it so we can understand it properly. And that's what we do with a lot of things. We label them. Because otherwise we can't understand them properly. Especially when we want to share our knowledge. Like just words themselves are hard to understand without proper context. Even just not being able to see the person move their mouth can make it extremely hard to understand. Because it's not the words themselves that give meaning. It's the way we express ourselves through those words. Through our actions. So really nothing has any meaning. We just give it meaning. We give everything we see meaning. Because otherwise we can't understand it. Wait, so then why? Why can't we understand stuff without meaning? Easily. And even when I am giving examples like this, I am giving the examples meaning by comparing it. I wonder why. Why do we have such trouble understanding something without meaning? Well, no idea, so I'll move on. Let's see. Oh, I know. When I was in school, when I had a test, like a reading test especially, I used to always fall asleep no matter what it was. I could not help it. When I start reading, I just get sleepy. Does that happen to anyone else or it's just me? Because I just can't stay awake. It's not like I'm bored. I guess I'm kind of bored, but that's not like the main cause, I feel like. Maybe it's just relaxing? I'm not sure. But I wouldn't call exam relaxing though. So maybe not. Oh, we're about to hit the 30-minute mark. Nice. We are at 29 minutes and 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go. We'll make it to our first milestone. I guess technically, usually they use 10 minutes as a milestone. So a second milestone of 30 minutes and says 23 seconds. How exciting. It's the furthest I've ever made in this game. So much progress in such a short time. I feel like this is better than any MMORPG I've played in a while. There we go! Yay! 30 minutes! Alright, now we'll come back to the timer in like an hour. No, in 30 minutes, so then we'll come to a next milestone of an hour. I want to continue doing this until the sun explodes. We will beat up the universe by waiting. That reminds me of a lot of like those Yu-Gi-Oh fights. Like, no, not Yu-Gi-Oh. What is the Dragon Ball fights? It's like, will this character beat this character, or will this character beat this character, or like power levels and stuff. Like, technically this person can beat this person, not because they're strong, but just because they can wait. They're like, yeah, but this person's stronger. It's like, okay. I don't have any like sway or what? No, that's not the right word. I think they call it like, I don't have any Legos in this Lego Brick battle, so I can just like, I didn't put any down, so I don't need to invest anymore. I can just be happy just like watching them squabble. Though I do find them kind of interesting sometimes. Like, who would beat who? But the ones I like the most are when the creators themselves do it. Because like, they actually know their characters. So then when two characters come together, especially like even when they don't fight, just like them interacting is always really cool. I think in One Piece and Dragon Ball they had like a connection. If I remember correctly, I think, I'm not 100% sure on this, but they were friends at one point, I think. Or they had some ties, and they added each other in each other's anime and manga, which is sick. I don't really watch Dragon Ball that much, but I do know the characters. I did watch the entirety of the first season, but that's about it. I'm kinda glad I didn't make it to the last seasons, because apparently, oh, that's so funny. I remember that I remember a while back there was this memes going about like 20 minutes for 1 second of like watching it, of progress happening. So by that logic, I would imagine this is more exciting than what that was back then. But it seems to be a common thing, like, I keep saying so much. I just stop. Alright, so like, and I stopping, alright, self-control. Let's do it. So, what was I talking about? I was talking about Dragon Ball and taking a long time. Oh, right. So, Luffy, well, I guess not Luffy, One Piece also had something like that. I think with the Dressrosa arc, where they stalled for a very long time. And apparently that happened because they went ahead of the writing, the book, to say. Or the manga, however you want to say it. I don't know what the difference is between a manga and a manga. So they stalled out because they caught up to the comic, and they were actually ahead of it. So they did flashback after flashback after flashback, and trying to stall as much as possible, because they actually went ahead. So that's potentially what happened to Dragon Ball. When that happened, they potentially just went too far ahead and they had to slow down. But when you're already doing the season, you can't just stop the season. People are expecting the next episode, so you stall as much as possible. And that's why you never go ahead. You have to stay behind. Or stay directly on time, but that seems a little unrealistic with scheduling, and stuff could go wrong. So I think it's always just best to stay behind, play it safe. Like Overlord, an anime that took years and years for this one season. But I was happy to wait. It was really good. And then the next season, no, there's just another couple year wait. But it's like good quality. There's never stalls. It people usually don't know what they want to get. They kind of just hope for the best. I guess no, they want what they want, but then when they get what they want, they're sometimes unsatisfied because they had unreal expectations. So the expectations kind of like ruined their experience. So like, if you are stuck in a box, and you don't know what to do next, you're kind of stuck. What was I talking about? Right, I was talking about expectations. So if you have those expectations and you just stick with them and you don't have realistic expectations, which I know is hard to have, those things don't really work out well. Because then when you reach your goal or when you reach the thing you wanted, it could seem lackluster or not as good as you wanted it to be. Only because you had those expectations. If you thought about it more realistically, or you thought about it even like purposely worse than what you're gonna get, you'll be happier as an outcome because that's what you weren't expecting. You're like, oh wow, this is amazing. So like putting pressure on someone or something to give you something fast or do something well can sometimes actually make things worse overall than better. So taking things slow, being patient can be a good thing. Just relax. Do nothing for 37 minutes. Every once in a while, just sitting back, relaxing, thinking, not thinking, just existing can be extremely helpful. You don't have to push yourself, push others. Because I feel like mainly the only reason why people push others is just because that's what they're expected to do, at least from their perspective. But really, no one's expected to do anything. The only expectations you should have for yourself, and not the ones that someone makes for you. Unless you like those expectations, and you think they're good for you. You don't have to follow any expectations you don't want to, no matter how much pressure is put on you. Because from my experience in life, the pressure compared to the outcome is like so much pressure for what? You want something, but then when you get it, it's like, hey, I'm gonna move on now. It's like, then what was the point of putting all that pressure in the first place? Why were you so mad if it didn't matter to you in the first place? Just relax. It doesn't need to be to that point where everything's happening in the way. So sometimes it's best to just do nothing. Like I'm doing right now. Though technically I am talking, so not necessarily nothing. But it is definitely good. At least I think so. I guess I'm also listening to music. But just listening to music, talking to a friend or something can be good. Clear your mind before going back to something that was stressful. Rushing into something isn't always good. Sometimes it can be, but usually it's better to just let yourself relax. Look at me being philosophical. With some nice music. what do you think the best number is? From 1 to, let's say, forever. Why limit it? I would say my favorite number from 1 to forever has to be none of them. I don't really have a number I like that much. Just kidding, 15. I like 15 because it the number corresponds with is O. And O is the first letter of orange. So orange is my favorite letter in the alphabet. I guess no. I say it like this because it's more confusing sounding. Orange is my favorite number. With my explanation before, it makes sense. Though any context, no one understands it. Though there was one person who once got it. No idea how. They were very good at like correlating the two. Well, I guess the three, because it's 3 things. Water break. Make sure to stay hydrated. Oh, you know one thing I've been really liking lately? It's called kinetic sand. Very soft. But also you can, if you like bunch it up into a ball, you can throw it and it'll stay, like, keep its shape. It's like oobleck, but solid instead of liquidy. It's very interesting. So it's like almost like being at the beach, but at home. Though getting enough sand to match the beach would be a fortune. Don't think it's worth it. But despite how soft it is, don't let it fool you. It's still sand. So don't let it get into your eye. Well, apparently it dries out like Play-Doh. It kind of feels like Play-Doh. Like sandy Play-Doh, I think it's the perfect explanation of how it is. Ooh, I have a riddle for you. This is one I made myself. It is, what is hot and cold? Some stuff stick to it and some stuff doesn't. And can die and come back to life. And runs but never walks. I feel like that runs but never walks in like in every riddle ever. That applies to it. And it's usually always like the same exact answer. I wonder if there's one that's like different that still uses that sentence. That'd be cool to see. Something a little unique. Yes, I am saying mine isn't that unique. You know, I did make it myself. Made it years and years ago. It's the only one I still remember, because I just say it to everyone. Did you get it? Guess we'll never know. Well, we, as in me. You'll know, because you'll know, obviously. Unless you won't know. Like you have amnesia or something you forget. Then you did know. Wait, actually, if I think about words, will know, did know, so you will know, you would know. If you will know in the future, which means you don't know now. If you do know, then you know now. If you did know, then you did know in the future, in the past, but not anymore. So then, how would you say it if you would know and you didn't know. So in the future you knew, but then you forgot. So you did know then, but not now? Could you say that in like 3 words? Like, I think it was like police, 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 is apparently a factual sentence. Oh right, I made one of those myself. Like I sent my friend, "Do you want a game? Do you want gamers gaming me game gaming game you gaming game game ing?" I don't know if that was actually a completely factual sentence, but my friend was confused nonetheless, so I accomplished my goal. And it was enough to understand, which was also my goal. Confusion and understanding at the same time. Is that the same as being perplexed? What does perplexed mean exactly? What is... Is I? Is you? Is us? Oh look! Hey look, we're almost at an hour already. Nice. There's 13 minutes to go. And how much progress it made in this game is amazing. I wonder if there's achievements. Ah, no, what am I saying? That's foolish, it's nothing. Of course there's no achievements. I wonder how long anyone else has gotten into this game. I guess the person with the most time... Actually, if you think about it, the person with the most time technically has the least time. Because to have the most time, you have to keep going. You can't stop. But that also means you can never submit your record. Because if you do something, your time stops. So then, if you're striving to have the most time, if you're striving for perfection, you'll never reach it. You'll always fail. Because the moment you stop is the moment your time stops, and that means you can't get higher. And that means anyone else is doing what you're doing will beat you. So that means this game can never be beaten. Because to win, you have to not stop. But to submit your record, you have to stop. So you can never ever win this game. Ever. Because you can't pause it and submit it and continue. So there could be someone out there right now who has the world record of nothing, but they can't submit it. So technically they don't have any record at all. They have 0. No time at all. How interesting. You know, that can apply to a lot of things. Sometimes being perfect isn't probable. Isn't possible. Isn't worth it. Sometimes it definitely is. Sometimes not. Just doing your best is enough. Like what we're doing now. We're going for as long as we can. Till the sun explodes, of course. And that's about it. We're just going. Minding our own business. Just relaxing. Watching a number go up. listening to me babble. Babble? Is that a real word? Babble? Blobble? Babble. No, I'm gonna say it is, sure. I don't know. I can't use Google to search. Otherwise I'll fail. I guess it's not failing. Because technically I've succeeded already. I've done nothing. I've done my best. But yeah, I can't search it up, so I'll say it is. I'll make up my own information. I think the songs are very helpful. Doing this without any music would probably be a little harder. A tad harder. Connect Sand is so fun. Though it does make a mess everywhere. You have to get like a sandbox so it doesn't make a mess. A sandbox would be sick with Connect Sand actually. You can make a little sand castle and stuff. I don't know if you can get it wet though. If you could though, you can make like a little beach. That'd be cool. Oh hey look, we're almost at an hour! It says 8 more minutes. How wonderful. Yeah, perfect! Good timing. And then we'll be there. You know, this is one of the most enjoyable streams I've ever done. Usually I'm like playing a game, I'm stressed, I'm like, what do I do? How do I talk and play this game and focus? But here I can just relax. I don't have to be in a complicated game and doing all this other stuff. I just watch a number go up and just talk about whatever I want. It's fantastic. Thank you for being here watching me babble on. Blabble? Blab. Well, thank you for watching me do nothing. For an entire hour almost. How many times have you done nothing in your life? 1 time? 2 times? 100 times? Did you enjoy doing nothing, or was it boring? For me, I would say I enjoyed the peace and quiet of nothing. The sitting still can be hard, like especially when I was younger. When I was in high school, when I was in school, I'll just say, and I had to like lay down, or like when I just wanted to lay down in bed to do nothing, I felt my body like vibrate. Even though I don't even think I was moving at all, I just felt like I was moving. Just because of how hard it was to sit still. But now like I can lay down without, you know, feeling like I have to move. Which is nice to be able to just lay down and relax for a while. A lot less stressful. Well, I guess it wasn't really stressful, but it did make it a little hard to relax when trying to lay down specifically. You know, one of my best ways to think is to move. Like just walking back and forth. I feel really good while talking on the phone while walking back and forth. When I'm just sitting still or when I'm like doing literally anything else, I don't feel like I can talk properly. But when I walk back and forth, I feel like I kind of just zone out and go with the flow of the conversation a lot easier. And I enjoy my time. You know what I feel bad for someone for? Imagine if someone had an alarm that I set for like for them to go to bed or for them to wake up when they're playing this game. And I just had to listen to it ring over and over again, and they couldn't stop because they couldn't. Otherwise, they would like have to stop playing the game of nothing. This is like a commitment game. You have to be committed, and you have to like turn everything off to make sure you don't actually mess up in some way, and then you stop early. I wonder if people unplug their mouse and keyboard for this game just to make sure like it doesn't accidentally move. Like, those are probably for like this people who have had that happen before. That might be me in a couple minutes if my mouse actually moves. I wonder, what is the best way to do nothing? I guess that probably depends on the person. So then what is the West way? The West way? The West. What is the best way for me to do nothing specifically? I guess kind of like this. Listen to music. That's the best way for me to do nothing. Did you know that $1 is 4 parts, 20 parts, and 10 parts, and 100 parts? Yeah, that could make a really good riddle. What is 100 for 100 for 20 and 10 all in one? That's a great riddle. I have to remember that one somehow. It'd be mean to go up to higher numbers though than $1. Oh, what if you did $2? No one would get that. Someone might understand $1, but no one's gonna understand a $2 bill. Because people usually don't see dollar bills every day. So what is 200? Technically 2 because it's also $2. What is 200 to 8? 40 and 20 all in one. A $2 bill. But you can steal that, by the way, since I came up with it. I don't mind. I'm a genius and all. I'll come up with something else in the future. Oh yeah, do you like my drawings? I put them in the top right corner. My favorite one is the face with the 2 dots and a line. I made my thumbnail too. That one is my favorite. And it's probably my peak. I don't think I can do better than that. Oh wait, can I roll my R's? No, I don't think I can. That's something I've been trying to do for a while, but I've never been able to do it, sadly. I've never been able to roll my R's. I just make that sound every time. I also didn't know how to blow bubbles for a while, like a long time. But recently I did learn how, which is nice. Not like blow bubbles with like the stick and the soap, but like with gum, bubble gum. And after watching a video about it, I think it was called like Food Theory or something like that, they had a lot of tips about how to build gum, like what gums works best, and that helped. I didn't know there was a strategy to it. Apparently there's a strategy to everything. Which means you can... Oh wait, what? How we get to an hour already? Nice. I completely missed it. Well, new milestone achieved. 1 hour. How far can we get? Of course the sun explodes. I think that's my most used catchphrase so far. Here's in this one in like all the streams combined. Just because of this one stream. Till the sun explodes. I think I actually like that catchphrase a lot. I'm gonna use it more often. You know, that live chat kind of looks like the format of it. It reminds me of the old Minecraft logo. Like when you log into Minecraft and that logo pops up, it kind of looks like the same font. And I miss Minecraft when I used to play on the Xbox. And just like a little game. Well, I guess it was really big back then. But I mean, like, it was my only game I played because my Xbox only had so much storage. It had just enough to play Minecraft and nothing else with it. So I played that game every single day. I had so many hours in it. Probably 100,000 hours at this point, honestly. To 10,000 hours, I'm not really sure because I didn't keep track. But I had between 10,000 hours and 100,000 hours. I had so much time on my hands back then. I literally made an entire castle by hand. I didn't know that. I don't think it was available like Rail to edit and like command blocks. I didn't think those were even a thing back then. On the Xbox at least. So I built everything by hand. One of my favorite ones was a prison thing where it had like an economy and stuff. Everything was like by hand and by droppers. It was very scuffed, but it worked pretty well. Though there was a lot of issues. But luckily people who played it helped me and they like bug tested it or tested like the flaws just by playing it normally. So that was nice. I kind of want to build stuff again in Minecraft, but it takes so much time. I don't really think I have all that time, to be honest with you. I guess I do. Just, it's not the same. I guess there's really nothing stopping me. There never was and never have been anything stopping me from doing it. Just myself. I've been my own barrier. I guess when you're doing nothing, you just think internally and reflect a lot. Cause like, when I think about things initially, I'm like, I can't do this, I can't do that. But when you have the time, or when you doing nothing, you actually like, think about it just a little bit deeper, and you're like, I can do that. I can do that for sure. I just haven't been because I've been stopping myself. So I guess I can't do that for as long as I stop myself from doing it. But other than myself, I can always do it. So then, if you're the only barrier, then you can easily release that barrier. Then nothing's stopping you. If you your own self is the one stopping you, I guess, is it easy to break that barrier? I guess for some people, no. maybe the hardest part is just finding out that you made the bear yourself. Cause you know the saying, think outside the box? Every time I hear that, I always think there is no box. The only box is the one you put yourself in. So then when you're thinking outside the box, you're not thinking outside the box, you're just thinking normally. But you're not restraining yourself from thinking in the way you want to think, or in a different way than you usually think. So then if you are always the box, the thinking outside the box is just try new things. So then try something new every once in a while. And you'll always be thinking outside the box. Because I'm never in a box to begin with. So then the best way to think outside the box is just not to go in the box. I would agree. The simplest solution is usually the right one. But it's hard to think simply sometimes when you're trying to overthink things by accident or on purpose. Because it must have a meaning. Oh, you know, that's what it all circles back to meaning. Since we have to give something meaning adds complexity. So, then if we add meaning to something, we make it more complicated than it actually is. Sometimes things are just meaningless. And that's why it's so simple. Because it never had meaning in the first place. And not everything needs to have meaning. Like, why is me? Why am I here? Do I need to know that? Not really. Does it matter? Potentially, but what if it doesn't? So it probably matters a whole bunch. But if, no matter how much I try to think about an answer, if I just can't come up with it, why not just go with a simple one instead of stressing about it? That's what, like, one of my favorite things is. Wait, what was it? If you can't control it, why worry about it? If it's not something that you can control, then just let it be. It's not like you can do anything about it anyway. You're just using energy on something you can't control. So then, put all your energy in stuff you can control. The stuff you want to care about. The stuff you can do. Give meaning to the things that deserve it in a way. You could say that, I guess. I guess I could say that since I'm speaking. So give meaning to the things that matter to you. No matter how hard it may be, no matter how many barriers you put for yourself, just go for it. Like for me, I've been stopping myself from streaming for a long time. But now I don't want to do this. I'm too lazy to do this. It's too much, there's not enough time. But simply by talking to people around me and just like setting up a small schedule with them, sitting myself down and doing nothing, I've been able to stream. I think one of the hardest parts was trying to make the best stream possible. But this is the best stream. This is the best I can do. At least something I'm relatively happy with is the best I can do. I can't, like, do the most extravagant video ever, or live stream ever, but I can do this. And I'm having fun, so then that's all that matters, I think. Doesn't have to be the perfect stream, doesn't have to be the perfect thing. And just be. Like, I wanted, before this, I was like, I'm gonna play Minecraft, because I said to myself, if I want to play Minecraft, I have to stream it. And I was like, you know, I think instead, I'll just do nothing. So I decided to play this game instead. Feels more appropriate anyway. You know, usually by this time in this, like, how far I've gotten, by the hour mark and 30 minutes, I usually feel exhausted, but today I don't feel tired at all. I can keep going for a while, actually. I guess this cutting streams are probably the ones I should do. Or maybe I should just do whatever feels right, instead of stressing about what would be good. I guess it is true, the only way to help others is to help yourself. Make sure you're enjoying what you're doing before you try to do something that someone else would enjoy. Don't worry too much about failing. If you fail, that just means you can improve. And it's also the words we use. Like, we're just giving meaning to that. Because failing, what is failure? We set that up ourselves. Because really, do you ever really fail? You just did something else. That doesn't necessarily mean you failed. Like, for example, if you said, well, if I said, I want to build a sandcastle, and I build one that's small, did I fail? No, I succeeded. But it didn't measure up to the expectations I added to myself. So then I failed, based on my own judgment, or by the judgment of others. But, based on objective criteria, I succeeded. It didn't matter the size, that wasn't the objective. The objective was to build a sandcastle. So then, why make yourself fail? Why fail by other people's expectations if you already succeeded in your own goal? If you succeed, then you succeed. It doesn't matter what anyone says, including yourself. A succeed is a succeed, or like a win is a win. Doesn't matter how you get there. And it's certainly not going to become a failure just because you said it is. By objectiveness, anyway. But I could say I failed the stream, and then I start over, and I make you all join me, and we start from the beginning, all the way from zero. I'm not doing that though, no chance. No, actually, no. I wouldn't even do it for money. No chance. No, Kinect's head really does make a big mess. But it's still fun to play with, so it's fine. I'll clean up later. Ooh, I should show glasses for this character next. I like the idea of glasses. I should have a lot of different accessories I can put on it. Well, I just like since it's supposed to be a character. You know, I started drawing with no experience, but eventually I got to this point, so I made progress. It's like the monkey typing on the keyboard will eventually make Shakespeare with enough time. And that's kind of how improvement works. Because not. If the monkey gets a treat every time it succeeds in like a word or a sentence, then eventually it'll improve enough, even if it has no idea what it's doing. It's basically me. I'm a monkey who's getting treats, and the treats are seeing me succeed. So then I am the monkey typing on the keyboard forever, and every once in a while I get a treat when I succeed and I get better. And that's kind of how learning is and growing. Everyone is just a monkey on a keyboard typing until they get it right. And eventually, based on the saying, that monkey made Shakespeare. And that means everyone can make the best thing ever, eventually. You just need to keep at it for long enough. Oh. Right, there's one thing I forgot to mention about kinetic sand. If it has dye on it, then it's kind of going to go all over your hand and it's going to stain your hand, so that's not too fun. Oh, fair warning. Man, I really like this music. I'm so happy I have it here. Otherwise this would be a lot harder. Oh yeah, to give you a heads up, I think the next one I have, I don't know when it's gonna come up, probably like an hour from now, is Minecraft. And if you don't like Minecraft, I can't do anything about it because I'm stuck. I can't adjust the music at all or the volume. Otherwise, it'll come as doing something. And I'm here to do nothing. I'm here to do nothing until the sun explodes. So fun, right? Nothing. One of the funnest experiences you could ever have. According to yours truly. You don't believe me? Try it out. You might be surprised. Not a good way, potentially. I really like that music. I keep saying it over and over again, but I really do. I'm so glad to have actually YouTube is a great source of content for everyone. And that's because everyone puts so much effort into it. And like, they just give stuff for everyone to use, which is so nice. And people give other stuff for them too. And they just post. And that like so much, and that encourages other people to continue doing it as well, and you expand a lot on your knowledge base, on your community, and everyone grows because everyone's helping each other in a way. Even those random videos that aren't educational, they aren't like super cool in some way, or they aren't like the best, they're still super good. They make you laugh, they make you cry. Whatever it does. It's just existing without doing anything else. You're doing nothing. Is something. Everything has meaning because we give everything meaning. So nothing's really meaningless. Nothing is nothing. Because nothing is nothing, but we give it meaning, so then it's something. So everything is nothing. But once you give it meaning, it's something, no matter what it is. Wait, what the heck? I did something? When? No! When did it happen? Oh no! It was out of my control. When did it happen? Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Well, time to start over. Press anything to start doing nothing. Alright, this time I'm unplugging my mouse. I'm not letting this happen again. I'm not letting something happen. Oh. Where is it? Is this one the mouse? No. Is this one the mouse? Alright. There we go. Mouse unplugged. Hopefully this catastrophe will never happen again. Alright, let's speed run this nothing game. Speed run time. We will do nothing faster. We are doing nothing so fast. Look at that, we're already at 30 seconds. Let's keep it up. It reminds me of that meme. Like, hey, I'm waiting at the bus. I need you to get home fast. Or I'll wait at the bus faster. I'll wait faster. Oh, that's so funny. No, I'll start running home. That way when the bus gets to me, I'll already be halfway there. Even though it wouldn't make a difference except now you're tired. Ooh, that should be another, like a riddle thing. What is faster? You running halfway and then getting on the bus? Or you waiting for the bus at the stop and not moving? And let's say there's only one bus going from point A to point B. What's faster? Running to get it or running to your home? Or sitting at the stop? The answer is nothing's faster. They're all the same speed. Because if you run to the bus isn't going to go any slower or faster relative to you. So if the bus is going to take 10 minutes to get there, if you get on the bus at the very beginning, it's still going to take 10 minutes. If you get on the bus right next to your home, you still wait 10 minutes for it to get to your home. well, I guess 9 minutes and 55 seconds to get to your home, and then 5 minutes to get all the way there. And if you just wait in the middle, then still nothing happens because it still takes 10 minutes. So the answer is none of them make it is faster. They're all the same speed. But in a way, there is a way to make it faster. Or slower, I mean. If you could somehow outrun the bus, which kind of defeats the purpose of the question in the first place. But if you could get on the bus at the very beginning, get off the bus, run to the next stop before the bus gets to you, get back on the bus, and keep doing that at every single stop, the bus will be slower because it has to keep stopping for you. Well, technically it could be the same speed if there was going to be people there in the first place. So technically it could still be the same speed no matter what happens, no matter what you do. So it's out of your control. And that would mean that there's no reason to worry about it. Well, you can do a thing anyway. Just wait for the bus. No point in spending extra energy trying to catch up to it. A visitor bus, that is, which wouldn't be too good. Four minutes. Like, how long is the stream going on for? An hour and like 30 minutes, I think? Then we've been doing nothing for an hour and 30 minutes, because I'm not counting that. I am not counting that as a failure. I'm counting it as a success. Because I did not hit that mouse. I think it was like wind or something, even though there's no wind in this room. So I'm gonna say we're still at like an hour and 30 minutes. The timer is just off. Have you ever thought about a tropical island before? And just how small it looks? Because if you think about it, an island is kind of like an iceberg. It's like a small top, and then beneath, there's so much more that you just don't see. So couldn't you just call a frozen island an iceberg in a way? It's not floating, but it's kind of like the same idea. And what happens if an iceberg freezes all the way down to the bottom of the ocean? Is it not an island? Is it iceberg? What is it at that point? I know it has a different name if it touches land. What if it touches the bottom of the ocean? I know it's unrealistic, but it's a hypothetical question. What happens in that scenario? You know, I actually really like this stream so far. I think I'm actually gonna watch it after I'm done streaming it. I think I'll go for like 3 hours probably. Maybe 2. depending on how I'm feeling. This stream is actually quite enjoyable. I saw there's like a game that's called like Friends Together or something like Together Nothing, something like that. Nothing to like, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think I want to play this with a friend or someone like that, or someone out there in the universe of the world of the ocean, of the internet, of the dog calendar. Someone anywhere. And I want to see how long we can get. Though, is that still... I guess, if there's a game specifically with you and someone else doing nothing, it probably still counts as doing nothing. I don't see why not. I'm going to get some water. Water obtained. Objective complete. Time to hydrate. Oh, gotta be careful. Hydration can be dangerous, apparently. Alright. I'm using a blanket on my door to keep out the sound. And it's getting very toasty in here. Very, very toasty. My computer's basically the equivalent of a space heater right now. Which would be really good in the winter, but when it's like just a little bit after summer, it's a little hot. Just a tad toasty. Oh, you know, that reminds me, when I was in high school and like, I should really stop specifying. I just say when I was in school, I used to get toasty, like real toasty. Like, I felt like I was turned to bacon, like, you know, like sizzling on the grill, or I guess on the stove top, like in a pan. I felt like I was baking on a pan, and I was panning. Cause I felt like I was bubbling, like bubbling hot, like actual like bubbles, sizzling hot during the summer months. Especially my back. The back of my neck a lot happened. It happened a whole heck of a lot. How much wood could you chuck if you were a woodchuck that could woodchuck? As if a woodchuck chuck, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So a woodchuck chuck, or how do I say exactly? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Okay, so let's break this down. How much wood? It's clear. How much wood could a woodchuck? Okay, so a woodchuck. Okay? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood, which means a woodchuck cannot chuck wood, even though it can chuck wood. So that means we are not talking about a woodchuck. We are talking about a woodchuck. A piece of wood named Chuck. Because a woodchuck can chuck wood, so you wouldn't say woodchuck. If it could chuck, because a woodchuck can chuck, so you don't have to specify can chuck, or like could chuck, because it already can. So that means it can't be talking about woodchuck. So how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? We've been thinking about it wrong this entire time. It's not a woodchuck, it's a woodchuck. It's a piece of wood named Chuck. So how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? So then, if we think about it that way now, the second chuck doesn't have to mean cut down. It could mean his own name. So how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Chuck could be his last name. So his first name is Chuck, his last name is Wood, or Chuck. So Chuck. And they're a piece of wood. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck, so him again, could chuck wood? I don't buy viewers, sorry. So how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So it's how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck? And his name is already Chuck. He is Chuck. So how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So then, if we think about it this way, this his name Woodchuck, and then his name again Woodchuck. And let's think about it all over again. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Okay, so now we have to think about the first wood. How much wood could a wooden chuck chuck? How much wood could a wooden chuck chuck? I don't need to say the second chuck, that's his name. How much wood could a woodchuck, if a woodchuck could chuck wood? You know, this could be how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? You know, how much wood? Okay, so wood. This is like that, and then a period. How much wood? Period. Capital letter. Could a woodchuck chuck? Period. If a woodchuck could chuck. So that kind of breaks it apart a little because his first name. So then this second part could actually be, since it's a break, not his last name, and instead this time it's actually chuck, like cut or throw. So now let's start over with that idea in mind. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood. Okay, so how much wood? Okay, now we have a period. No, let's say a hyphen, I think it's called. Could chuck. So could chuck wood. How much wood could chuck wood? Huh. Since they themselves is wood, they are the ones chucking the wood. So how much wood can a piece of wood chuck? And the wood that's strong is called chuck. So how strong is chuck the piece of wood compared to a different piece of wood? I would say chuck is probably like 2 times stronger because chuck, you know, first and last name compared to a piece of wood with no name. So the obvious answer is 2 because it has a first and last name and the other one has no name. Alright, figure it out. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck wood? The answer is 2. Woodchuck can chuck 2 wood. I'm glad we managed to figure that out for humanity's sake. Very important. Alright, look, we're back in 20 minutes. Okay, did that actually take me 20 minutes to figure out? Huh. Well, I'm happy with it either way. I'm just glad I did it. Because that's all that matters. I tried my best and succeeded in my own way. By my own rules. Have you guys ever heard of Tabletop Pie before? They're a pie brand that sells pies. That might be surprising, I know, but they do. They don't sell tabletop made out of pies. So that would be nice. That'd be very nice. Though imagine shipping? How fragile a pie that big would be? They already break some tables sometimes. I'd be a little worried about my piece of pie. I guess the whole pie, and it not being in pieces. Alright, I think we almost made it to a 2-hour mark of this live stream. How nice. We're making so much progress on this stream. Though we did have to start over, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. We'll get there. Eventually. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a roguelike. Because in a way, this is a roguelike, isn't it? You start, you progress, and if you fail, you restart at the beginning. Or if you die, you restart at the beginning. So this is a roguelike. How interesting. We are doing so much. We're playing a roguelike? we're doing nothing. We're doing everything all at the same time. Isn't that cool? I think it's incredibly cool. Though now I kind of feel like the math teacher who's like, don't you guys like math? It's so cool. It's like, yeah, I guess, but isn't it like your hobby? So it's fun for you. Doesn't mean it's fun for us. You know, I do like math, but not to that extent. But I guess that's just how it is sometimes, right? Oh no. I'm getting notifications. I can't stop them. Oh, this is kind of like the alarm noise that I was talking about earlier, and you can't stop it. Because if you stop, then you have to restart. Alright, maybe I can stop it on my phone. I guess technically I'm not doing nothing, but I want to stop this notification sound. Alright, I think I stopped it. Now I'm not counting that as doing something. Because the game doesn't know. So don't tell them. Oh, I didn't stop it. Alright, now I did. For sure this time. Isn't this so fun? Just sitting here, doing literally nothing. This is actually one of the funniest experiences of my life. And don't call it sad, okay? I'm happy. I am happy to be doing nothing. So very happy. Aren't I the best singer? Or does it still count as singing if you just hum? Or is that humming? What is singing? You know, thinking kind of technically is thought-provoking. So I guess it's not technically thought-provoking, but thinking provokes thought. But what comes first? Was it the being thought-provoked make you think? Or was it thinking provoked your thoughts? Like what comes first, chicken or the egg? Or maybe neither come first. Maybe it just is. And for the chicken and egg, didn't they both happen at the same time? Since the chicken is inside the egg? So, both? Or is that not quite right? I'm not sure. What do you think? Is the chicken before the egg, after the egg, or at the same time? So, have you ever done this, or just me? Do you, like, eat food that probably shouldn't be eaten? Like a piece of candy that's been expired for like 2 years? Or, like, something that had a little mold on it and you cut it off? I know you shouldn't, but I do sometimes. Well, it doesn't seem that bad. No, it's gross, but yeah. Right, look at that. We're already back to 30 minutes in just 10 seconds. We really sped run nothing. How many times can you do nothing? Because when you take a break in between doing nothing, you're doing something. But then what about if you stop doing nothing to do nothing again? Then did you ever take a break to do nothing? Then did you ever start doing nothing? When did you stop? So if you did nothing, and then you start doing nothing again, that would imply you did something in between, but what if you didn't? Like when we restarted, we didn't start doing something except like maneuvering the mouse, but what if we didn't maneuver the mouse and we started over? Is starting over doing something? Because right now we're talking, and it's kind of doing nothing based on the game. So then, actually, if I stop talking and I continue talking again, like I take a breath, am I still talking or did I talk? When does it stop? How much can I talk before it turns into a lecture? I know none of this matters, but it's fun to think about sometimes, you know? To make your own box. I like sandboxes. Boxes are boxes, and boxes are fun, no matter what shape and form they take sometimes. They're fun to just be around. So sometimes it's actually fun to think inside the box. You don't always need to be outside of it. Sometimes it is actually nice to be in it. Actually, that's the same idea as like a playlist, right? if you go to the next song, but it's the exact same song and it starts at the exact end of the original song, instead of it looping, it just goes to the next song, but it's the same song. Huh. So many things are like that, actually, aren't they? Because you never really stop. You just continue at a different time. Well, it's continue implies that you stopped. So I guess you just... Huh. What word would it be for something that stopped but never stopped? Because technically it never took a break either. But it did end. But in a way it didn't end either. Because it continued. But that implies that it ended. Maybe it continued continuing? Oh, I think that's it probably. It continued continuing. It never stopped. But in a way it did stop. So it continued. And it continued continuing. I like that. Continued, continuing, continuing. No. Continue, continuing. Continuously. How many continuouses can you string together? Continuously, continued, continuing, continued to continue. I put a 2 in there, but... Huh. But, huh? We're figuring out all the mysteries of the world. Or I just even broaden that. All the mysteries of the universe. In this one stream alone. And all we had to do was do nothing. Turns out you figure out a lot of stuff and you don't do anything. Oh, you know, when I was in school, one of the funnest things I've ever done in school wasn't actually being taught stuff. One of the funnest experiences I've had was teaching. I really like God, this feels like so much. One of the funny experiences I've had was teaching people. And I think that actually helped me learn the most. I was pretty bad at it at first, to be honest with you. But eventually I did get a lot better. And now I'm actually really good. And this is according to other people too, by the way. It's not just myself. You may or not believe me based on whatever you think, but it is true. Do you guys like pizza? Yeah, pizza is good. It's perfect. I love pizza. I eat it all the time. that probably shouldn't eat as much as they do. Yeah, I tried making pizza once. It didn't come out too well. It turns out it's a lot harder than just like... it's a lot harder than just putting it in the oven. Though actually, it turned out decently well when I just put stuff in the oven. It worked out less well when I tried to make it extravagant and like use different oils I've never used before and try to make it fancy. Into follow like a recipe. It worked really well because I have experience making bread. I made a lot of bread. So I made flatbread basically. And I put pizza stuff on it. It was a lot easier than trying to make regular pizza dough. And it tasted pretty good. So I would say if you want to make pizza, don't make pizza, make flatbread. And then put stuff on it. That's a really good lesson, I think. When it comes to learning, it's good to start simple and break things down into things you can do. And then put it all together into one big thing, one big project. You know, this would be a really good, this is a really good beat. I don't want to rap, because I don't know how to rap properly. And when I listen to rap, it kind of, like, my brain can't process the words quickly. So it just sounds like mumbling. Something that doesn't even sound like words at all. Because it has to be slow for me to hear properly. Like, just regular singing, sometimes it goes too fast and I can't understand it. So then it makes it hard to understand the difference between their mumbling and them talking. Do, 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 da, 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 do. Wait, what? How did I get a 40 minutes already? Man, this is going fast. I think that means I've been streaming for 2 hours now, easily. Man, that's fantastic. I just can only make it 2 hours and then I stop because I get, like, exhausted. But this is good. I'm happy. Made progress. I made it so far, so fast. I'm really speedrunning. Time. I'm speedrunning time. Maybe I could try rapping just a little bit. You know, like a content creator is supposed to make content and embarrass themselves sometimes. Because it's funny. So might as well try it. Yes, they're not supposed to. But it's good to do if you want to be entertaining. Like, put yourself out there. Even if it's a little embarrassing. Let's see. How do I rap? I rhyme, I think, right? I'm not that good at rhyming, but I'll try. Let's see. Orange pizza. No, that's a rhyme. Cake. Piece. A piece of cake. Pizza cake. Pizza cake. No, that's a rhyme. Oblong the tongue. I think that rhymes. Oblong the tongue. Alright. Once I had a pizza cake that was oblong the tongue. The tongue? That doesn't make sense. Oblong. The tongue. I don't think tongue is a real word. I guess it is, because tongs is a word, right? You know, this is really relaxing music, but also has a little bit of hypeness to it, right? Like, it's relaxing, but also, like, I said like again. It's relaxing, but also calming and exciting, all in one bundle. I like the drums hitting. It's a little repetitive, but I think that's what makes it good. I guess I'm saying it's repetitive because I've listened to this part like, I think it's been like 7 times now, by this point in time. So, nothing wrong with the song, just me from listening to this so much. Alright, we've been doing nothing for 45 minutes. We're already halfway there to what we did before the mouse moved. We had to start over. We're passing the time incredibly fast. I would say every second that goes by is 1 second. Oh no, I remember this joke. Every second that goes by, I feel like every minute that goes by, I feel like 60 seconds is passing. It's so fast. Even though that's a direct conversion. I think out of all the things we've talked about so far, my favorite thing was the woodchuck chuck one. Because we discovered something that no one else has ever discovered. We figured out the answer, which was 2. Could a woodchuck chuck? I think I forgot it. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck... It's supposed to be a tongue twister, right? So let me try to say it fast. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck wood? Almost. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Alright. I have to say it fast. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck... the second woodchuck. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Alright. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So close. So close. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Almost. I just had to make it sound more consistent. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Yeah. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Almost so close, just one word. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck... How much wood could a woodchuck chuck a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck a woodchuck could chuck wood? Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. You know, after listening to the song so many times, you would imagine I would have figured out the beat by now. But I still don't know it. I'm still a little out of sync. I wonder if someone's ever made a song out of woodchuck before. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck a woodchuck wood? That would make it a really good song, I think. Do, do, do. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. Like, without me doing something, I can't do something. Alright. Ooh, 50 minutes. Nice. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I think I did the beat this time. Alright, I'm getting better. I wonder what I should do next for the next stream. And I don't think doing nothing twice in a row would be the best idea. I could play Minecraft. I could play Fortnite. Or I could hate on Fortnite and Minecraft. Like a lot of people do. I don't know why. Like Fortnite was really fun and a lot of people liked it. But in the moment that too many people liked it, suddenly everyone hated it. I guess a lot of people hate stuff that's popular, especially like when people talk about it. But like most people who hated Fortnite, I know for a fact, cause I was talking to some of them, they loved Fortnite when people were first playing it. But then after, I just went with the flow of the internet. And now I hate it. I feel like, weirdly enough, the same thing kind of happened with Minecraft. With Fortnite players. So like, oh, I hate Minecraft. Because I play Fortnite. Fortnite better. But like I said before, just because something is not your favorite, or is not the best, doesn't mean it doesn't have to be your favorite. Something that's not the best could be your favorite. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying if it was, hypothetically, it doesn't mean you still can't like it. Like, I like a lot of games, like, mostly the games that are very small, like indie. Or just like one person who just had nothing better to do. They just made something randomly. Those are some of my favorite games. The big ones that are just like filled with stuff aren't that fun to me. Like this one right here, nothing. It's actually genuinely one of my favorite games so far. It delivers what it promises. And I actually quite enjoy it. This is actually the longest stream I have ever done, thanks to this game. This game has given me the wherewithal, I think it's the right word, to power through streaming to this degree, which is incredible. And it's free! Can you believe that? This game is free! How amazing. Alright, let's see, how far have we gotten? 54 minutes. We're almost at an hour. And after that, just 20 more minutes and we're coming right back to where we were. And then in total we'll be at 1 hour and 40, no, 2 hours. 2 hours and 40 minutes doing nothing. We have been doing nothing for 2 hours and 20 minutes. What an achievement. Look how strong we are. We are the strongest community in the entire world because we can do nothing. Not many people, very, very few people can do nothing. Do you guys like cats? I like cats. Oh, when I was going on a plane this one time, at an airport, in the lobby area, when you're waiting for your plane to be called, I saw this hairless cat. I think it was called like a Persian cat? Not 100% sure. But it was completely hairless. I don't want to be mean. A little ugly. But not as bad as people say it is. It's cute in its own way. And you don't have to deal with the fur getting everywhere, which is nice. But you know what I like as my pet even better? The one I have right now? My pet rock. No maintenance whatsoever. I can play with it whenever I want. I don't have to walk it. There is literally no maintenance, no requirements, nothing. It just exists and is always happy. All it wants is your company every once in a while. Little cactus. After shower, it's just a little love every once in a while. Just make sure not to throw it across the pond, because you might never get it back. My rock was actually, my pet rock was a gift from a friend. They went to the beach and they got me a rock. And I've had that rock ever since. It is now one of my prized possessions. Because it doesn't matter what the gift is. If it's a gift, I'm keeping it. Even if it's literally just a rock. Because it's not about what it is, it's about who it's from. And what the meaning is behind it. So yes, you could literally just give me a rock for my birthday and I'll be happy. Oh, that reminds me of a time I kicked a rock one time when I was walking home. And I kicked it and it broke in half. Can you believe that? I just happened to just randomly kick a rock and it broke in half. Like that was it. Nothing else happened. Just kick and it fell in half. I was amazed that happened. Just kick, boom, broke. It was perfectly smooth too. I don't think someone just like caught a rock and put it there randomly. So someone could come across it and kick it and then it break in half. Or it looked like it broke in half. I think it actually broke in half. I know I'm not strong enough to kick a rock in half. Must have been like worn down or something, but still that's sick. Don't you agree? I kicked that rock in half. It makes me feel incredible. You should go kick rocks just randomly. Just make sure it doesn't hit someone. Maybe one day you'll find one that breaks in half. Well, yeah, I think one time I found a 4-leaf clover. So I think I was just lucky. But here's the question. Are you lucky because you found a 4-leaf clover? No, I know. I should probably stop making all these like, what happened first type things. Well, I like them, they're fun to think about. But the answer's always the same, it doesn't matter. Well, I guess technically in this situation it could matter. It could matter because... Actually, yeah, it could matter because a 4-leaf clover, if you'd found it first and it gave you luck, then that means it's worth looking for a 4-leaf clover for good luck. But if you're lucky and that helps you find 4-leaf clovers, that means it's not worth finding 4-leaf clover because it doesn't do anything, except that you can show it off. So I guess in that one scenario it doesn't matter. Tongue twister is fun, I think. What do you think? Woodchuck Wood. How do you spell that? Wood. Chuck. Ch. 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 Chuck. Chuck. Chuck, chuck. Chuckity chuck, chuck, chuck. Do, 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 do. Alright. I think I'm almost at the milestone I wanted to set. Just a couple more minutes. And I think 3 hours would be good. You know, I'm very glad I turned off links, because I don't want people clicking that link, because I'm pretty sure it's a scam. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream of doing literally nothing. I've been doing nothing, according to the game so far, 1 hour, but I already did nothing. I already did nothing for 1 hour before this, so I am at a total of 2 hours. Promotion, channel followers, guaranteed the boss that managed. No, thank you. I do not need promotion for my channel. I am sure I will skyrocket to the top with my own skills eventually. Eventually. Like I was saying earlier, the monkey typing on the keyboard eventually made Shakespeare. If I stream enough, eventually I'll be the best streamer in the entire world. You know? That's how it works. Just perseverance. And some luck. But most perseverance. Eventually, I'm guaranteed to succeed. But can you believe I've been doing this for 2 hours? This is literally, I'm almost at 3 hour mark. This will be the longest stream I have ever done. Are you happy for me? I'm happy for myself, that's for sure. I'm so happy. I think I will end stream once I hit the 3 hour mark. Only thing is I can't check when the 3 hour mark is gonna hit. So I'm gonna have to guess. I have no idea when the 3 hour mark is gonna hit. Cause I can't scroll up, otherwise I'll be doing something and I'll fail. I have to not do anything. Oh, hi! Thank you for typing the chat! I'm so happy. Dude, don't you love this music? It's so good. I've been saying this over and over again, but it's just because it's so good. I love this music so much. Oh, so much. Even though I've been listening to it for like 2.5 hours now, it's still a banger. It hasn't gotten any less good. I think you can see in the top left corner, and it shows the song name, and you can find it on YouTube. It's not called PNG3. It's because I downloaded it. Yes, I downloaded YouTube content, but I have no excuses. Don't send me to jail. Please don't tell YouTube. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, do you like my drawing? I think I talked about it like 2 times already, but I'm sure you don't mind. My favorite face of those faces is the, you can see like the names, the labeled. My favorite one is the smug face. I love smug faces in every medium. Whether it's anime, comic books, real life, they're my favorite. I love smug faces so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that you like it. I think I worked on it for 2 days? No, I think it was 2 weeks. I worked on it for like 2 or 3 weeks so far, and that's how much progress I made. The one that I think is funniest is just the 2 dots in a line, the question marks above the name. There's the 2 dots on a line. That's the funniest face I have. Yeah, I think we are at close to the 3-hour mark. So I'm just gonna say we succeed in our task of doing nothing. We have successfully done nothing this stream. Even though it messed up in the beginning, it's not my fault. The mouse moved on its own. I promise. I didn't do anything. So we have successfully done nothing for basically 3 hours. So I'm gonna call this successful, and I'm gonna show you something cool. I'm going to do something. Alright. I have done something, I know. But watch this. If I make this really big, now you can see it, I can actually edit this in real time. So let me go ahead, exit this, go to Paint. Yes, I made this in Paint. So File, Open. Let's see, where's this character? Character is... Well, what the heck? Where is it? Technical difficulties! I can't find it! Ah! Where'd I put it? Oh, right. I forgot. I put it in a different file. Alright, close. File. Game assets. Yes, I have in game assets. Here it is. Found it. Alright, now watch the... Wait. I have to open it in Paint. Okay, Paint. File, Open, Desktop, Game Assets. Here it is. Yes, perfect, exactly. It's just like this song is saying. Alright, now watch how cool this is. I'm going to take this, drag this over, move it here, and then save. And now you should see on stream. Now you see on the stream the face has changed. So I can change this to any face I want. Isn't that sick? This can literally just become anything. That's why this is my favorite face. It says Yeah, I know, right? Let's see, I want to do the smug face. So I just grab this, move it over, and save. Smug face. This is my absolute favorite. Smug face. It kind of reminds me of a cat. Alright, and then let's see what else is there. There is sad face. Let's grab that one too. Move this one over. I know, right? I'm glad you like it. This is sad face. And then let's get this one. This look kind of the same, but this one is sarcastic face. Like, yeah, that's funny, I guess. Like, oh wow, so scary. And then this one. This one is zoned out. It's like, when he's just like not paying attention. And then this one says normal face, default. Oh, right. I can do this. No, that's not right. No, that's not right either. It works. I can throw a mustache. I have a mustache now. You can just do anything. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And back to default. You know, one of the biggest things I'm worried about is I accidentally touch something and I save it and I can't undo it. That's one of my biggest fears. I should really make a duplicate file of this. But I know I'm never gonna do it. But I should. No, I'll just do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. Make a duplicate file of this. Let's see. Copy. And how do I paste it? Paste. There we go. Now if I mess up, I have another one, a copy. Alright, fantastic. Yeah, just in case. You never know what's gonna happen next. Alright, well, let's see. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think that's a good enough amount of time. What do you think? Should I keep streaming or should I stop now? Because I'm pretty happy with it so far. Oh yeah, let me close out this game of nothing. I think, you know, how about this? I will stop streaming after one thing. So you send me a request to draw something. After I'm done drawing it, I will stop streaming. So once you send me the thing to draw, I will draw it. After I finish, I stop streaming. So what do you want me to draw? It can be literally anything, as long as it's appropriate for YouTube and Twitch. A snowman. Alright, I'll try my best. Just so you know, I'm not looking at any reference images or anything. So let me erase all of this. All of this. Erased. I'm not looking. I already made a copy, so it's a good thing I did, because I'm just going to delete this, save. So now it's deleted and we start over. Alright, here we go. Time to make a snowman. So a snowman needs a couple things. It needs winter. I think that's one of the most important things. And winter is cold, and cold is blue. So we make blue. You know, actually, I think I can I stream paint? That way you can see this live. Let's see. So, game capture, capture paint. And then close this. So now is paint being captured? The answer is no. Aw, I guess that won't work then. Oh well. I'll just save it every time I want to update it. Alright, now then, let's see. Just fill in this last bit. And now, I will draw the snowman now that we have the background. Snowman, I guess, I don't want to draw it white. I want to draw it like a gray so it's easier to see. And that's still white. Let's make it a little more gray. Yeah, something like that. And then the second layer to be bigger, and the last layer to be smaller. Perfect. Reasonable size head for a reasonable size body. And then it needs stick arms with little fingers. Yeah, that looks good. Little fingers. And then it has like a call button. Usually it's 3, but I want to be a rebel and I'll do 4 instead. And then how about like pants maybe? Oh, a belt. Yeah, a belt. And it has like contrast and contour, so it looks more like a round shape. Would say draw the scarf a pumpkin-ish color, but like, you know. Alright. Sure, why not? So let's erase this a little bit, and then this here. And then to draw the scarf. Why not? Let's do that one next. And a pumpkinish color, like a orange. Maybe like a dark orange, so it doesn't look like the nose. No, like light orange instead. Yeah, light orange, like a yellow orange. Ooh, stripes. Like yellow and orange stripes. I think that would go good. So I have to make it thin, very thin. No, that's too thin. A little thicker. Ooh, orange pink. Let's try that. Orangey pink. How do I make orangey pink? Orangey pink. Orangey pink. Well, I guess what I could do is I can select pink and go slightly to orange. Pink, and then go towards the color orange. Yeah, I think this is like a reddish orange pink. And somehow I have to make it look like a scarf. I guess usually a scarf drapes down a little bit, comes back up, goes around, so it goes down, up, back, around, and goes this way around. And a scarf's hard to draw. Maybe like this, and then like fill it in. No, that doesn't look good. Maybe like this? No, that's definitely not it. Let's see. How can I draw this? This is so hard. Ooh, actually, let's use a different paintbrush. Let's try marker. Yee, okay. Let's try a small marker. No, that's not it either. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the scarf. The scarf's the hardest part. Let's make eyes. Ooh, I like those eyes. Let's see, how can I make them again? Yeah, that looks good. I like these eyes. And then some eyebrows. Yeah, like that. And then a nice top hat. Because every snowman needs a top hat, because they're all fancy. Let's see, top hat. Goes around. Goes around. And then goes up. And then I fill it in with the fill in. Yeah, that looks good. And then back to trying to make the scarf again. Alright, here we go. Scarf! Assemble! Oh, I know! A scarf is hard, but I can do a bow tie. I can definitely do a bow tie. I just need 1 second to think about how I want to make this. Let's see. I think I go like this, down, up, down, up. Alright, let's see. Here, 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 and here. There we go. Alright, so instead of a scarf, I'll do a bow tie. And then maybe like one for the hat as well. Yeah, that works. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it so far. Alright, And then I guess I can make the arms blend in with the snow a little bit better. Let's do this, copy, then draw around the arm. There we go. And the other arm too. That way it actually looks like it's digging into the arm instead of just floating there. There we go. And then a foreground, so not just a background, but like something to help the back, to help everything else blend in. Like a natural environment. So make all of this, oh, but then the snowman itself is hard to see. So then what I can do is I can make the snow a little bit brighter so it doesn't blend in so much, it pops. Yeah, like that. Except I have to make that part circular. Let's make it blue, so that around. Blue, okay. And then make the rest of it the whitish color. Yeah, no, that's still, how can I do this? Crayon this around here, all the way around here. Alright, now if I fill this in, no, what? Why? Okay, it must be the other side. Here. Alright, this has to do it this time. Please work. Yes, okay, perfect. Now, there's a background. And then I make everything around the snowman, like I put an outline around it so it's easier to see, like it pops a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, I could do that to make it snow. Let's see. I think the airbrush would be perfect for that. Yeah, just like that. There's a couple little dots here and there. Perfect. Alright, and then maybe a little igloo in the corner. I think that'll be good. Draw it up, draw it down, the entrance, down around, a little tent almost, and igloo drawn. And also a little fire. I know it doesn't make sense, but I like the idea of a little fire inside the igloo. So, let's see. Little fire inside the igloo. Ooh, and a little mountain on the other side. Yeah, I like the idea of a mountain. Going up and around. A little mountain. Let's draw another one so it doesn't get lonely. Because a mountain needs a friend. There we go. I know it looks cool. It's snow. It's very cold. Let's see. I think one more mountain behind that one. A tiny one. Yeah, like that. Ooh, and a little... Let's do a bird. No. Maybe that'll be too much. Let's see. No. Oh, what if I draw like a Santa and a sleigh? Maybe that'll be too much. Oh, I know. Santa on a carpet. A flying carpet. That'd be good. Let's do that. And then Santa. With this little hat. And fill it in. Let's make Santa gray. Gray face. Because why not? And then let's say yellow eyes. Easy enough. And then to fill in the carpet. Oh, this looks so good! Yes, like this. This is perfect. This looks so nice. If I have a black background, like it's nighttime, that looks so nice. Yeah, I don't need the Santa anymore. I don't like the Santa. Airbrush. There we go. Yeah, this looks really nice. I like that. And a penguin? Maybe I can draw a penguin. Let's see. Are my drawing skills good enough to draw a penguin? I don't think this looks like a penguin, but that works. Sure. There we go. Alright. I think this is done. Alright. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Look how nice that is. So pretty. Alright, well, thank you for joining today's stream. I really appreciate it. We have perfectly almost made it to the 3-hour mark. So once it reaches 3 hours, which will happen in 20 seconds, we will end stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and that's about it. Well, Bye bye. Goodbye.